Well, first off, we have been friends for close to 20 years. It's a beautiful thing when you can have a relationship with your friend.
Okay.
Gorgeous. I love that.
And are we talking about a romantic relationship?
Nah, Sonny, you're just getting Lou, you getting a little personal right now. You done already showed the TMZ clip of us holding hands running down the street.
Wait a second, you mean she put that dress on because she wanted to impress a friend?
That is my lady, Sonny. You're not gonna get me in trouble when I leave the view.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga?
This right here is sad because this is a man who just got divorced. And as soon as the divorce was finalized, he got with Rocsi.
I got you, brother. Anthony and Roxy, how you guys doing tonight?
Amazing.
We gotta ask you, are you guys officially dating? Are you able to tell us anything?
She's my date for the evening.
You guys look amazing together.
Thank you, brother.
Y'all go way back, right?
We go back almost 20 years.
So how did this happen? You know, we want to know.
Friends are always friends.
Friends are always friends?
Yeah.
Okay, I love it. Thank
All
you,
right, brother,
guys.
have a good night, baby.
You
Happy
too.
New Year to you.
Thank you.
So his wife left him and he decided to go with a bird. And that's the worst thing a man could do, bro. Because he just went from a bad situation to a worse situation. And if you peep what's going on, he was the one who came out and told the world that he's in a relationship. Rocsi, his girl, hasn't mentioned him. You know why? Because she don't really respect him like that. She's looking at him like she's doing him a favor. Like, this is my last chance of finding a sucker. That's how she's looking at Anthony Anderson while he's all happy to be with her. Very, very sad situation. And look, what's going on right now? His life is now revolving around her. So every time he does an interview, guess who he got to talk about?
At this point in my life as a 55-year-old man.
It must be nice to have someone, because she hasn't stopped working her whole
She hasn't
career.
stopped. Not at all.
And
Not
her
at all.
hustle is still, I see her showing up to set, interviewing this, working on this project. Is that that must be a nice thing to have somebody who kind of understands that.
It is.
That role.
It is. It's great to have somebody who understands the business, who's in the business, that supports you, and I support her.
Did she have did she cheerlead the first episode of Star Search? Is she like a fan of the show? Is she the type of girlfriend that comes home and goes, "You could have did this better," or "That was really funny, babe," or like, you know what I'm saying? Do you get that kind of?
She is a fan of the show.
Good.
She was there for our first episode last week. She supports it, talks about it on her news segment on ABC News and
This
Good
is
Morning
working out
America and all of
perfectly.
that. We have a great relationship,
Good for
working
you.
and personally.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Rocsi. Because the whole world is looking at him like, bro, what is you doing, bro? So are you ignoring her history? Or you're that desperate where Rocsi is the best you ever had? So it's like you forced to put a bird on a pedestal because you never had a woman that looked like this. And that's when a man does sucker shit, bro.
Seen you on the carpet with Roxy, which is very cute and
Yeah.
interesting. And
No.
to be friends with somebody for that long and then start dating them is an interesting
You know, people like,
dynamic.
so how long has this been going on? And, you know, it was something that just happened. We just happened to be in the same place at the same time, at the right time.
You mean in life?
In life.
Oh, yeah.
I met Roxy with Kevin Lyles before she started 106 in Park.
Oh, wow.
We become friends over, you know, almost 20 years. Play spades, games, and all that. We're in the same friend group and all that. And it just so happened that we just happened to be in the same place at the same time in our lives. And this happened. And I welcome it. And the difference now is I'm learning, or I've learned, to prioritize a better balance in life, in my personal life, and not be just strictly about work.
I do think there's something to be said about timing. And you being at a place in your life where you can be in a different type of relationship.
This right here is so wild, bro. Because the signs are right there. Here's the thing. If you've known a woman for 20 years and she never looked at you like that, bro, she's not interested in you till this day.
To this day, to this day, to this day.
Nothing changed, okay? Because the way women work, they can't help themselves. Like, if they're really interested in a guy, they're going to show signs of that. But the thing about a bird is this: a bird ain't got no type. And that's why you got to pay attention to a woman's track record. Like, if a woman just date anybody, like Shaq, Eddie Murphy, Joe, bro, she's just trying to get paid. She just date men with money. So the fact that Anthony Anderson is really doing this right now, when he should just be having his fun and moving around, but the fact that you are speaking about this woman in your interviews, so now she's taken away from your brand. Now you are sharing your brand with her. So whenever you get booked for an interview, she's getting free promotion off of you. All for what? And this is what I mean when I tell guys, the thing about a bird, bro, a bird main objective is to find a sucker, drain his energy, consume that man, take all his energy, power up, and return back to the streets. That's just the reality. And y'all are watching it happen live and direct.
Roxy gets to get like an evolved version of you.
Yeah, hell, I get to get an involved version of myself. At one point, not too long ago, I sat back and thought about the relationship that I would like to have at this point in my life. And I realized that I was never going to have that if I was to continue doing what I was doing. If this is what you want, these are the changes that you have to make. I made those changes, and I believe you receive what you're asking for. And I asked for this relationship with whomever it was going to be with. And once I cleared a path and a way for that to happen and to come in my life, it happened. And this is where I am right now.
Imagine self-improving for a bird. Imagine preparing yourself by working hard just to attract a bird. That is crazy. But this is what happens when a man becomes delusional. Fellas, go after your money, bro. Chase your money. Get to a bag. But never let your money cause you to be delusional, bro. You gotta look yourself in the mirror. If a woman wasn't attracted to me 20 years ago, why should I believe that she's attracted to me now? Fellas, y'all gotta be real with yourselves, bro. But when you got a whole bunch of money and a woman is saying the right things to you to get at your money, you become delusional, bro. You start lying to yourself. And in all reality, it's always wise to pay attention to the women who are into you. Pay attention to your tribe. If without the money, Roxy will never be attracted to me, that's not my type. That's not my tribe. And you know what? My money can't save me. Look, all I'm saying is situations like this always ends bad. Roxy been getting ran through her entire career by players.
Roxy Diaz has been dating older men for so long that she's about to age out of this whole system of dating older men. Like, you're 44, babe. What are you gaining from dating Anthony Anderson? And I just think she's so weird because she just be dating anybody. It don't even be looking like somebody that she would really like mesh with. I know she was with Joe for a while. She was with Eddie Murphy before. Because I remember my friend was telling me how she went to 106 in Park and Rocsi sat up there and got all her hair and makeup done. And then she tried to fake sick and sneak out the back so that she could go on a date with Eddie Murphy. And she had heard the whole thing. And she was like, okay, girl. Like, she wasn't mad at her. But, yeah, you're aging out of that. When you gonna slow down, have kids, get married, maybe? I don't know. Maybe that's not her end goal, though. I just don't see her being with Anthony Anderson very long.
Nobody ever came out and claimed Rocsi besides this guy because he's the ultimate sucker. She kept him in the friend zone for 20 years. And after his wife left him, he becomes her last option because she's in her 40s and she's trying to find a sucker who's going to save her. And he just so happened to be in the market. Fellas, be wise out here, bro. Don't be a victim, for real.
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. You all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.